Hello, everyone. Let us continue. Yes. Found out a good one yesterday. I wanted to watch a show. It is, I wanted to watch a show and I wanted to know, uh, uh, I knew the actor in another show was the same as the actor in that show. So I went and looked up, okay, which dramas was this one actor in? And you go and you Google it. I'm having a hot flash, so I gotta take off and turn on the fan. I know. Unless one goes through it, one doesn't really know what that feels like, but it's like literally someone turns an oven on inside you, you start to sweat, and it's like, yes. And there are now these AI generated quick responses, right? Yes, this just started a little while ago. I find that very convenient. So I did that, and I go, okay, yeah, season one was this actor in it. Season two, this one. Going, no, that's not true. I know that's not true. They had it flipped, and I went in. You actually can go and correct the AI responses. Okay, generated responses. And I went in, I said, hey, that's not right. You guys have this upside down to begin with. And, oh, good to know that AI generated information isn't necessarily correct. Just saying. Again, I was really surprised to find out. Oh my gosh. I was really surprised to find out that that can happen. It can happen. All right. We all know that AIs aren't real. They don't think for themselves. They just don't. They're programmed. Okay? So that is that. Yes? Yeah. And just go with that. Anyway, so I realized that if I want the true information, this, that, again, I as the human being, I'm going to have to put a little bit more effort into it than just push a few letters on my tablet and think I will have the answer to anything or everything. Yes? Okay. Studying is still important. I just wondered about that too afterwards. I'm going, dear Lord, if people just suddenly just start to depend on AI information, generated information, how will that look like in about 20 or 30 years? The people will be walking around out there with all kinds of nonsense in their head. That's not true. Isn't that interesting? Okay. So, also, I thought, yes, there's a Moab. Moab sounds awfully Moabites. Is that? Can't be one of the tribes of Israel. Well, they're descendants from Lot. And I thought, wait a minute. The only descendants from Lot would be the ones that he produced with his own daughters? Yeah. Moab happens to be the son of the eldest daughter of his that he slept with. Ah, well, the story's well known that the two daughters of his, after they ended up in the cave running away from Sodom and Gomorrah, they hadn't learned their lesson and went right back to Sodom and Gomorrah behavior, and they got their daddy drunk. I'm sorry. What? What kind of a story is that? Who would believe that? Seriously. Okay, the ones who want to make excuses. For what exactly? Okay. Anyway. Sounds better, right? It sounds better to say, oh, yeah, they got their daddy drunk and then they slept with him. I don't know how functional guys are when they are really, really, really drunk. They're so drunk that they don't realize what they're doing anymore. Is that possible? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no experience with that. Maybe others have out there, right? Yes? Just saying. Anyway, the Moabites petition. We are in the book of Isaiah. Supposed to be prophecies. I'm not seeing prophecies given here, just some really not nice, nasty, sick history or something. Not sure. I wonder, now I have to wonder also, did people kind of become famous as writers and poets and wishful thinking writers and fictional novelists through the Bible from the old times? I'm just saying. So we are in 16. The Moabites petition. Send the lamb to the ruler of the land from Selah by the desert, to the mountain of the daughter of Zion. For some, like a fluttered bird, like nestlings cast out, will be the women of Moab at the fords of the Arnon. No idea what that means. Hold a council, make a decision. What do women have to do? Okay, you know what? Hold a council, make a decision at noon, spread your shadow as if it were night. Hide those who have been driven out. Do not betray the fugitive. Let those who have been driven out of Moab come and live with you. Be their refuge in the face of the devastator. Once the oppression is past and the devastation has stopped, and those now trampling on the country have gone away, the throne will be made secure in faithful love, and on it will sit in constancy within the tent of David, a judge seeking fair judgment and pursuing uprightness. We have heard about Moab's pride, about how very proud it is, about its arrogance, its pride, its rage, its bravado, which will come to nothing. Okay. Whatever. I don't get that. I don't understand what... Okay, so it says, from what I've read, yes, a little bit more than just a generated AI version, that the Moabites eventually were just absorbed into the people. And that was that. So, and the Ammonites, by the way, come from the second son of the second daughter of Moab's, of Lot's, right? Yeah. Ammonites. I don't know. Weird. Moab's lament. And so Moab is wailing for Moab. Wailing every one of them. For the raisin cakes of Ker Hareset you mourn, stricken with grief. For Heshbon's vineyards are withering, the vine of Sibmah, whose red grapes used to overcome the overlords of the nations. It used to reach to Jazer, had wound its way into the desert. Its shoots grew so numerous they spread across the sea, and so I weep as Jazer weeps for the vine of Sibmah. Why would you worry about a lineage that is derived from incest? Maybe they didn't look at it that way in those days. But supposedly there's a reason why you don't do that, right? Yes, somehow children of incest and too close relations don't come out quite right or something. I don't know. I don't have any experience with that either. I water you with my tears, Heshbon and Aleh, for over your harvest and vintage the cheering has died away. Joy and gladness have vanished from the orchards. No more revelry in the vineyards, no more happy shouting, no more the treader treads wine in the presses. The cheering has ceased. That is why my whole being quivers like harp strings for Moab, because there wasn't any wine made anymore. My very heart for Ker Heres. Moab will be seen wearing itself out on the high places and going to its temple to pray, but it will accomplish nothing. Why is there so much time given to the Moabites here? I'm not getting it. Such was the word which Yahweh spoke about Moab in the past, and now Yahweh has spoken in these terms. Oh, here comes the prophecy. Within 3 years, as a hired worker reckons them, the glory of Moab will be humbled despite its teeming population. It will be reduced to nothing, an insignificant remnant. Why exactly? Oh, they were too proud. Oh, we got it over here. We heard about Moab's pride, about how very proud it is, about its arrogance, its pride, its rage in bravado, which will come to nothing. Oh, so there was. So how am I supposed to understand this exactly? So there is a people here. That's the end of 16, by the way. Here's a people. Seems like they're doing very well in trade, right? Yes, trade of what? Oh, they knew how to grow grapes. Okay, is that it, or is that again referred to? I don't know. There's something else. Grapes are so numerous. People are something. They were good at what, reproducing. Okay, I don't know. And so Isaiah now makes up this prophecy. Makes up. That's what I'm saying. That the Moabites will cease to exist. Right. They're going to be humbled and reduced to whatever. Okay. Now, my question on this is, well, if there's anything in here coming from our heavenly parent, right? I don't know. Did the Moabites continue an odd relationship with their family members when it comes down to it? And is that something that God looked upon and said, no, you came out of Sodom and Gomorrah, then you continued Sodom and Gomorrah in a cave. What makes you think I'm going to let that continue on and you become a prosperous people? Yeah, it also says here that there was a big population. Yes? I wonder what the true downfall of the Moabites really was. Was it really that other people invaded them, this or that? Or was there a little something more that suddenly reduced the numbers of that tribe? Huh? I don't know. I have no idea. But one has to question what is in the Bible about it, don't you think? And why are people overlooking so easily the fact that there is a father who had sex and produced offspring with two of his daughters? It seems like nobody really wants to talk about that and how wrong that is. I said, where did Lot and his family escape from? And how convenient it was for Lot's wife to turn back and turn into a pillar of salt. That was very convenient, wasn't it? For then Lot to have sex with his daughters. Oh, there wasn't anybody else around, man, and I needed it. And where did they get so? They had all that alcohol with them to get their daddy drunk. They managed, while running away at the last minute, they had this time to get all that alcohol out with them. Ah, you see? Oh, I'm just saying. You want to read some fiction? Okay, go ahead. To me, this sounds all fiction. Fiction and no more. It's not AI generated, but it could be. It's not. I don't believe this is the truth. Or that we're getting the truth. Why is this? What is this supposed to tell me here? Where's the teaching in this? I'm not getting it. And what does God have to do with any of that? As if the Israelites want their own history book of all the whatever stuff that they did or their ancestors did, go, by all means, go do that. But then it's a history book. Got nothing to do with God. Can we just start to acknowledge that? I heard another good one. And again, okay, I've seen a few posts now. I went and checked it out. It is true that in South Korea, the president they have now, I have to say, again, there too, so kind of wonder, they got rid of that one president, and it seems like under very odd circumstances. Now, at that time going, well, if the Koreans aren't happy, South Koreans aren't happy with their president, want to get rid of him for one reason or another, okay, whatever. And there may have been a lot of lies going around there as well. Maybe, I don't know. I'm going to go and dig deeper. That's the South Koreans, they need to take care of their own stuff. I do believe that too. Yes? And again, I say, if the people didn't want it, it wouldn't exist. There's no government in this world that can exist without its people. And if the people all just say, well, you know what? You go ahead and you do whatever you want, but we're not going to be a part of it. Shut it all down. Shut everything down. Let's see how long you're going to last. The South Korean people should know how to outlast their government. I'm just saying, without causing any death at all. Right? Yes? And have the government do according to their will. Shouldn't be so hard to do. Shouldn't. If everyone does what? Stay united. Now they have this president who now suddenly says, oh, you can't say anything. We won't allow hate speech. We're against hate speech. We're going to ban hate speech. That's how, first of all, in their country, and now on the internet, that's how to control the people. That's how you control the people. Are these guys not getting that? Are the South Koreans not getting that? Little by little, your government is taking over, controlling you. Let's see how far that's going to go. Well, anyway, but the one thing, and you know what? Again, I'm going to just watch and go, well, if you guys want to become part of China and North Korea, well, so be it. You have a chance to just say, well, no, we don't want to be a part of that. And then what? What are they going to do? Are they already at the point where they can bring in the North Korean soldiers and subdue you? Are the South Korean soldiers willing to go against their own people? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what the solidarity there is. Bit questionable sometimes. Okay, just saying. But here it is. This president says that. There's all kinds of stuff out there and what he said about banning hate speech, this and that. I'm thinking, you put an 83-year-old woman in detention. She's been in there for almost 5 weeks now. Or more. 6 weeks. A month and a half. For what exactly? Hate against what? The South Korean government hates something. What? Oh, True Mother isn't the only one. There's other pastors, and it's been going on for a while now. Several years, supposedly, that they have raided churches, this and that, I don't know what. Ours just, the True Mother's a big deal out there. Anyway, so, what a hypocrite. And the South Korean people are saying, you're a hypocrite. If that's how you really truly feel about it, you're going to let all these people go. Let my people go, buddy. Anyway, I say it's very difficult to do anything by yourself as a common person, isn't it? Just a common little person, this and that. What are you going to do? What can you do? What can you do when you stand united, though? I do not want to see South Korea, the land that I and millions of people out there consider the chosen people for the second coming. The chosen people for the second coming. It was little South Korea. Millions of people around the world acknowledge that because of true parents. But we're not just some crazy believers or whatever. I said, I speak from experience in my own life since I became a part of that movement. And the difference that it has made in my life, in my family's life, in everything that I do. It's very controversial, yes. But it's been amazing. So, just because There are some things, oh, there always were, stuff floating around, this and that. I'm going to disregard the call, my heavenly parents' call. I must be here for a reason. Maybe this is it. Yes? Well, anyway. United is how we stand. We have this slogan here. Not sure that when it really comes down to it, that the people would be all that united anywhere. But what I've seen around the world on how people are standing behind and in front of true parents is pretty fabulous. Again, we have to do it with what? Without violence. Stay true to whom as well? Our beloved brother Jesus. Yes. So, but I don't think it hurts to call them out. You're against hate speech. Then why are you hating the way you are? Against an 83-year-old woman, a 64-year-old pastor at the moment. That's at the moment. And for what exactly? Because what they're using to keep them detained are lies, made up stories, and obviously there's nothing there to prove the allegations. Otherwise, wouldn't they already have taken care of that? What are they waiting for? Right? What are they waiting for? So, sorry to say, South Korea has a hypocritical president and cabinet and government going. They got one person out that may or may not have been, I don't know, it didn't really. Maybe their late president was having relations with the wrong countries, better relations with the wrong countries, and not enough relations with China and North Korea and all the other communist countries around there or whatever, right? Yes? I was wondering. And the people didn't realize that. You're too busy. Korea has advanced when it comes to so many different things and such a, and become kind of a, in everybody's mouth. South Korea this, South Korea that. Do you know what their favorite movies here is right now? I watched it once and I had it. I mean, it was good for me, but I mean, it was fine, but I'm not into animation stuff like that. Was that Demon Hunter K-pop movie? Everybody here loves it. They know all the songs. They listen to the soundtrack, this and that. It's okay. I mean, I'm not against it, But that's how. In so many different households all around the world, South Korea has made a splash. Yes? So quickly. Risen so quickly. In acknowledgement all around the world. You know what? My feeling is you're going to fall just as fast if you don't start paying attention on what's going on in your own country. Yes? Praying for South Korea, North Korea. Praying. Yes? That. Every day, I go in. I'm gonna find our beloved true mother has been released. They had to let her go. There's nothing there. And that other pastor too. It's not just about our true mother. That's all I do. I hardly do anything else on there anymore. That's all I want to know. And I do this. Yes? Okay. Well, I've got to go. Talked enough. Anyway, so be it. I was in a lot of pain last night trying to go to sleep. Just could not find a comfortable position to relieve the pain in my legs. And I thought of True Mother immediately. Yeah, well, I could take something. Well, I don't. I rarely take anything due to the reason that I'm allergic to it and it causes other problems for me. So I just kind of ride out the pain, right? Yes, and all that stuff, all them painkillers, ibuprofen, even aspirin. It's all bad for your liver, people. Okay. Well, anyway, so I laid there. I'm going. Oh, I'm offering. Oh, I don't. You wish for. Oh, I wish I was a little less in pain. I'm going. Mother is laying on the floor without a mattress, damp, cold, I don't know what. It doesn't take much to get cold when you're older, yeah, and have arthritis, and I don't know what. And I thought, she must be in so much more pain. And you know what? I bet you she's offering it all up to our Heavenly Parent, to children out there that are suffering way more than us ever could. And I'm going to offer this pain up so that the angels will carry Mother underneath, above, on the side, and make her feel more comfortable and warm. And that was that. That's what I can do. If you believe in spirit life, yes, there is power there. It's just, you can't change the principles of love. They will always stay the same. So we persevere. We survive. Yes? Anyway, so there it is. May Heavenly Parent bless and protect you, guide you, and embrace you with love. Eldridge, my dearest brother in faith, I love you. Let's keep praying. Yes. And I will talk to you all another time.